Okay, good morning, all of you. So, am I audible, online team? Online team. Okay, let me change chart everyone. Okay. Thanks for that. I know weekend class is little difficult to attend. For me also, it's very difficult. So only 2 days rest. For you also difficult. But you guys are say that, right? Take a class today. That's what I'm taking. Tell me, guys, what we can discuss. Any doubts so far? Any doubts? Hmm? Anything is required to recap? All fine till now? No problem. You have a right to ask any question. Don't hesitate to ask a question. If you are facing any issue, modules clear? Clear? Little difficult one to understand. Okay. Okay. So more services. This is your question or your clarification. But I can understand from this question. Yes, we can use the module. So you tell me, guys, advantage of modules. What is the advantage of module? Hmm? No need to write every time your main dot resource block and something. Just existing we can use multiple times. In that, yes, very good. Code reuse. So you will get entry questions on modules also. Like that, the questions will come like that. So if I call by using source block, the existing resource for any existing resource are there in my module, but in that there is no values, right? If there is no any values, I mean terraform.tf was already there in my module. If I call by using module with the same template, if I'm going to inject the values from the module, what will happen? And I'm going to add the new content, I mean new attributes by using module. So there is the related variable is not exist in the module. What happened? If writing questions, huh? Okay, I'll change the questions. He's writing, huh? Okay. Just I'm saying that the example only. I mean, practically, just I will show you here. So my source is what? Some module. So if attribute, if I'll call additional attribute, which is not there in your template, what will happen? Just question I'm saying that. Answer you can give in the test paper. Okay. Or I'm not using all the variables. I'm not using all the variables existed in my module template. I'm using only 3, 4. Is that okay? Do I need to use all the variables? Kind of questions we'll get. And I'm going to give here the value key name Jenkins. And my template also, I'm going to hard code the Jenkins value, which value it will take, key name. I mean, here it's taking from variable, right? I will hard code different key name here, but I'm giving my key name is from source. Which key will create? It will take from the source, or it will whatever hard coded value it will create. And one more question. Tell me, guys, if I add a resource block here, so everything very difficult to explain here. So many concepts are there. You need to apply with your skills. Then only you can success. Don't wait for what sir is going to teach. You can try so many ways. You know how to do it now. You know how to run now. You can run now. So can't you try in my template? In my template, if I give bucket, okay, this is template, right? Date module is a template only we have used. Here main.tf is there, only variable.tf is there. Is there any values anywhere? No, but you have added S3 bucket. Okay, this is different example. Let me take from here. Otherwise, just you can remove this one, no problem. Okay. Okay. So these values you are injecting from, you are inserting from different anywhere. If it is a template means you can insert from anywhere, no problem. You can insert from anywhere. While inserting time, you run from there only, right? You can run from there only. So I'm inserting the values to date module from here only, right? Yeah. From here only, I'm injecting the values. These values will go the respect to source date module here. So it will replace with these values, actual values. So it can understand, it will run. What about this? In the template, there is a resource block to S3. In this case, S3 will create or not create. Kind of questions you will get in an interview. Answer is S3 will create. This entire template will execute whenever you give the source from there. Execute means whatever services are there, it will be executed in this template. Be careful. Okay. I think you are in the right direction. So practice now. These are it's not a easy questions. These are confusing to everyone. Terraform is lot of confusions. You will clear those confusions if you can do the practice only. Understand? Yeah. Okay. So modules we are clear. And okay, I will update the GitHub, guys. Don't worry. So if you can go for my existing GitHub, the topics. So we can add your GitHub also. You can call from directly your GitHub also. So just you can give the GitHub URL in your source. So if your template is there in your GitHub, you can insert the values there also. Same like Terraform official register, GitHub is there only, right? We are inserting values in Terraform official register only. So for example, okay, if required, I will show that also better. Okay, so it just go for any one of the main.tf. Okay, date modules. So I can add one more example here. CD back day 9 module GitHub source. Okay. Source is GitHub, not local repository. Source is already Terraform registered done, right? Now source is different approach GitHub. So CD day 8, CD day 9. Okay, I'm going to create it directly source. But where is my source? I can go and check my GitHub. So you just understand one thing here. Terraform 10:30 a.m. So for example, guys, in this state file create import custom network. Okay, just interesting here. Okay. I'm just taking this as a template. In that case, what I need to do in my source, I can give day 3 custom network. Whatever values are giving, it will be inserted into this variables. In that case, I need to call my module these variables. So Terraform.tf was already there, right? Terraform.tf was already there, values also there. Now what I'm going to do, I can just delete this Terraform.tf was values. That's it only. Now I can make it as a template, this one. Understand? So in that case, okay, what I can do, okay, I just comment these lines. Okay, Terraform.tf first. Okay, so I'll take the variables from the day 3, instance type, AMI ID, key name. Okay, fine. Let's go here. So Control C, day 9 module GitHub source. Okay, yet to create the main.tf or module.tf. Any name you can give it, no problem. Okay, but my source is not this one now. My source is what? GitHub. My source is what? GitHub. So take from here only. Just that's it only. Okay. See, inside your github.com, this is your repository name. This is your directory. That's it only. Take, let me give here. Should be in the quotes. Give like this way. Understand? Okay. Now, if it is a source declaration is correct, your git init is going to success. Otherwise, we'll get a source not find. Okay, we'll try. If any error will get, we can. Sorry, not git init, Terraform init. Okay. Now we'll check the git plan. Okay, I'm in same directory, right? Okay. Again, git. So, yeah. What is error? Huh? Instance type not expected here. Okay. Day 3, what is the variable name? Instance type. Correct only, right? Hmm. What unsupported argument this is? What they are saying, module, second module. Instance type is not expected. The argument name is not expected here. Maybe it is not reading GitHub browse. No, not like that. Okay, okay. Errors are there. Only not is AMA's ID is not unsupported, not expected here, unsupported arguments. So it is not reading the template. I mean, day 9 module, yeah, correct. Source? Okay, okay, sorry. I should give which source, right? I'm in here only now. I should go here. We'll give this path, right? Good point. So just go here. Day 3 custom network. Now it is inserted into these values. Now Control S. Git init, sorry, Terraform init. Okay. So now directory changed, right? Now related plugins initialized in same directory. That's what error is coming. Now Terraform plan. We'll see now. Just a minute. Shiva. Hello? Shiva. Okay, Shiva. Install Nandra. Okay. So is there any error? No error, right? What they're saying? If you control this module, you can migrate your new declaration, not required. Okay, see how many resources, guys? Why? Here, how many resources, guys? Only I'm talking about only EC2 instance, right? Why 7 here? Hmm? Yes. In already different resources, hard coded values will be there. Let's go day 3 custom network, main.tf, not only instance. If you can go out, see up security group, subnet, whatever, VPCs and all. So what we can understand from this, we should not make it template if there is any hard code values. Template means everything will be variabilized. We can call the variable, we can give the insert value. So template means we should not give any hard coded values like convert as a template. So if I apply means this also will create, ECT also will create, my and ECT also will create, whatever services are there in the day 3 also will create. That's what day 3 we can just give all values variabilize only. Whatever values you can give, that values it will take and create. Remaining no values means it will not create. For example, if I remove all the values from all the services, subnet, if I delete this, if I delete this, to delete this, no problem. It will not create. There is no values here. We will create only in EC2 instance only. So what we can understand from this, we should not make it as a template if there is any hard coded values are there. So what I did, day 3 custom network, I'm trying to make it as a template and call the template by using some module.tf as a source. So before doing that, we should delete if there is any hard coded values are there, resources are there in their resource. So one thing, if you want to create a template, what is the first requirement? Ensure there is no hard coded values for different services. Same service, if there is no hard code value, no problem. It is override by your resource. Different values, which are not calling as a variable in your resource, which are not calling as a variable in the resource means I'm talking about here. Here, different source. If you write in a different source, so here I'm calling only 3. In your template, only it will go 3 values only or 2 values only, whatever your remaining values, empty values, it will not create the template. Understand? And one more thing, it's not possible to add new content here. First, you can add into the template, variabilize that, and call from here. In that case, if the template is there means definitely it should cover all the prospectives, all the services, all the options related to EC2. Then only you can convert as a template. So for example, guys, day 6 data source block is there. Can I convert as a template? Just 4 or 5 lines code is there only. It will not reusable. You are giving only 3 attributes. How you can reuse this one? If the template is there to cover all the related EC2 information, monitorings, IAM attachments, and EC2 user data, protections, some rules, everything is covered. To create a one EC2 for one project. That case you can realize, oh, this template we have implemented lot of things to create EC2 instance. Better to take a backup. Next time onwards, if any project guy will ask, create for all attributes related to EC2 information. In that case, I can use the template as a reusable. Understand? Why we can take this template as a reusable? Only 3-4 attributes are there. You can write, you can copy, you can write also this code. There is no challenges. But in this code, 1,000 lines are there for EC2. Definitely you covered all the information related to EC2 instance to create by using Terraform. In that case, you convert as a template for that main.tf, not for every main.tf. Understand? If you create a template, there is no chance to add any value by using module.tf. I mean, you never feel I need to add something in my module.tf, something miss in the template. Understand? For example, when you are going to add the new content here, if the content is missed in your template, if the content is missed in the template, means the template is not 100% cover related to your EC2 information. In that case, you cannot consider the template is good template. If the template you can consider good, it will cover everything. You will not feel like I need to add something here. It will cover. But we can miss so many things here. 100 variables are there, but you are calling only 2. No problem. That for your requirement only 2 required, you can call only 2. Rest 98 will not apply until you give the values from here. Understand? What is modules and all? Okay. Is that clear? Any questions on the modules? You can use your friend GitHub source also if they will give access to you, GitHub access. Any questions, guys, on modules especially? Question అడగడానికి సిగ్గుపడుతున్నాండి అయ్యా. First of all, this is not recommended to make it as a template. Just for your understanding only, I have taken this scenario. Which way means we should not create this one first of all. Already existing template Terraform register there, right? You can copy from there. Here paste it as a main.tf. You can use as your own template. That is not your own template. You have copied from Terraform registry. In your organization, maybe some companies, source is there in the Terraform registry. You are applying from here, not recommended. You can implement your own module. In that case, what you can do? Same template copy from there, paste it into your local. Now it is a own template, not for GitHub, Terraform registry. Yes, you know that is copied. But source is not Terraform official registry. Source is in your laptop or source is in your company GitHub account. Understand? My manager said that don't use the Terraform official registry GitHub source means no need to write your own way for everything. Copy variables main.tf from there, paste it into your company GitHub account. That's it. I have written this module. They know you copy paste. They are also doing same thing only. No one can write from the scratch. In that case, you will complete the project 2 years or the 3 months project. I'm writing second line. I'm writing 150 line. I'm writing 88. Why you are writing copy paste? Everyone saying that only. And nowadays ChatGPT is very powerful tool. So see I don't know it will give or not. For example, guys, this is enter code, right? This is enter code. Control A, Control C. I just created one mistake here. Go to ChatGPT. But your code has syntax error. Where we miss this syntax, we are missing, right? It is saying that it will give exact code now, adding that syntax. This one, where we exactly remove. It's validated, it's given new code. Especially the opening curly brace is missing here. Is this corrected version of the your Terraform code? It is corrected. It is given that where you are missing. Just copy, no? Just delete this enter code. You just paste it. There is no error this time. That curl braces is there, right? It is given that. So just copy paste. Then what we need to understand here, smart work is better than the hard work. Okay. Yes, you know that is. You know already the error. So no need to wait for time. Where exactly mistake is there? Copy paste and update your chat GPT. Correct my code. It will give the correct and will give back. But don't do that every time. Huh? First you learn from yourself. Where exactly mistake you can understand now, right? Kind of. It will give everything, not only thing. If you miss tags also, it will give. Some tags are missing in your, that's what you maybe you are unable to create. Add the tags. Okay, understand? We can use the system like that. And it will give everything. Give the code to create IAM role. Terraform. Just give like this only. Creating IAM role using Terraform involves define IAM role, everything, policy attach, create role, and attach to your EC2 instance. Everything it will give. Variables also. It will not give Terraform.tf first. You should give that values. See, in this clarity, it is maintaining right here. But what is prerequisite from your end? Okay, there is a role concept. The role concept, if we should attach to EC2 instance, then only our EC2 will communicate with other service. First, you should know that. That's what you can search IAM role here. Then how you can give my EC2 is required anything? It will not understand. Your EC2 is required IAM role. You are unable to create role. There is some issue. In that case, okay, I'm facing issue in IAM role. Then I can search in the chat GPT. So chat GPT will give 40% only. Remaining 60 to 70%. First, we should understand where exactly you are facing the issue. What you are expecting from the chat GPT. Okay, make it understand your question from by using chat GPT. So manual process is very important to understand each and every code. What is instance profile? If you want to attach IAM role to AWS instance, we need to create instance profile. First, we need to understand. Otherwise, you are unable to understand even though ChatGPT is given this code. So today your work is, I mean, today and tomorrow, your work is work with IAM, Terraform with IAM. Okay, you know IAM right already. That's what I'm giving the task. After complete RDS, I will give same task RDS with Terraform. Until and that you know S3, you know EC2, and you can work with IAM. Enter IAM you should complete. First go to AWS environment, create role manually. How to create a role? How to attach role to EC2 instance? While creation, see here giving so many things. To understand these things, first what you need to do? What is the role process? I just ask creation of role, but it's given permissions policies also. We cannot create empty role. While creating role, we should give what permissions required for role. That's what it's giving here. So create manually again. Yes, it's been, I think, 1 month. Create IAM role manually. Create IAM user manually. Create custom policy manually. All the process you can do by using Terraform. First, go to Terraform registry, understand from there. It's a better. Directly ask in ChatGPT, your work is complete in 5 minutes. So go to Terraform registry, try to understand from the registry first what they are saying. Always ChatGPT will give wrong answers. When you can understand, if you have a good knowledge only. Otherwise, it is correct. If it is a wrong, see, same thing. Giving one more code. Now this saying, I think you are in the wrong direction. They are saying you need to provide a provider, you need to run these comments also. Why they are saying, why Terraform validate is giving, indirectly here? Maybe you're wrong, you are running with the syntax mistakes. Next time it will ask, show me, give your code. If you run Terraform validate, the validate output means what? Some error, it will come some error in this line. Next time, if you can update, they can understand, okay, Terraform, after why Terraform validate means there is syntax validations. See, again, it will give one more approach. See, you should have knowledge first. Which one is correct? Where exactly you are facing mistake? You should have a knowledge. Otherwise, you should work with same whatever ChatGPT is given. That is 100% sometimes wrong. What they are saying, I'm not understanding here. It is giving different IAM role process. Now, how to see plan 3 to add 0 to change, enter value, yes, it will also giving. You should give yes, maybe you are missing that. Sorry, same issue. Now, one more code it will give. Let's tackle this step by step, make sure everything is configured correctly. Here is the detailed example, create IAM role. Again, one more approach. Different approaches it will give. So what we can understand, we are ready to able to understand this process first. Okay. We should not depend on the like kind of generated things. Clear? Okay. Let's jump onto that actual content. So, okay, we are completed module. So we need to focus on the one important is here, count and for each. I mean, before that user data, we can discuss what is EC2 user data. Guys, did I discuss EC2 user data? No? Okay. Go to AWS EC2. Okay, guys, if you want to work with Terraform, you need to install Terraform, right? You need to install, if you want to work Terraform, you need Git also, right? You need to install Git also. If you want to, next, I will start Jenkins with Terraform. In that case, I should install Jenkins also, right? In the real time, how I can install all these things? Understand? So if you want to automate the project, if I just give pipeline start button, everything it is going to create automation process. First, Terraform will trigger, create infrastructure. After that, in the infrastructure EC2, it will be install Git, Terraform, Jenkins, Sonar, whatever, Docker, Kubernetes, and then clone the repo and update my code inside, run one by one. Everything is an automation process. So once you click the Jenkins pipeline integration button, project will be created, everything. Like that you need to prepare. See the document already prepared for one project. Where is this? Yeah. This is a project. If I click here, these many will create. No manual interruptions. These many services will create. You should take care like that. This is entire document, what I have prepared along with the screenshots. Okay. It is close to, I think, 60 pages of the project. Everything is screenshots. You can easily understand. I spent closely 20 days time to complete this. I mean, this is for your future reference. If you are facing any issue, just open this. Where exactly I'm facing Sonar integration. Just open this document, click where exactly you are doing mistake. I'm facing Kubernetes configuration. Open this document where you are exactly facing the issue. Everything will be there here. End-to-end project. Okay. So now the EC2 user data, the usage of EC2 user data is, in this project we can discuss first of all. In this project, so first everything is there, how to create user, role and configure keys and AWS configure and then start your process. Everything will be there. See, first you need to configure the keys. I think I have attached day lifecycle rules anyway. So whatever process is in AWS configure, first access key secret, then you can start your interaction with the cloud. And here, if you can see, this is the source. This is the Terraform code to create main EC2. What is main EC2? If you want to configure all the things, first one EC2 is required, right? You see Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply. Where you are going to run inside your EC2 instance. That EC2 will be required, right? That EC2 also we create from using Terraform. Okay. In that, if you want to run Terraform, definitely Terraform should be installed, right? And definitely Git should be installed, right? Definitely Jenkins should be installed. Whatever configurations required. That configurations I can give by using EC2 user data. That user data, there is a shell script. It will download everything from the scratch. For example, in our Linux class already discussed, right? The shebang line. Inside shebang line, if you write the number of steps, it will create automatically. I mean, we have already discussed, create a directory, go inside, create a file, go in. Everything is just automation kind of things, right? We can give the number of instructions in the shebang line. It will create all the steps. That is called shell scripting. In my shell scripting, I just given Jenkins installation, Docker installations, Terraform installations, Kubernetes installations, AWS version, Trivy installation, everything I have given. In that case, definitely everything will be downloaded. After that, I need to check the versions whether it's created or not, installed or not, before going for the other further configurations. If it is not installed, no one next process will not work. Not install means it will not work, right? So in that case, definitely I need to install all the required tools by using EC2 user data. Understand? So what is EC2 user data? Let's go now. Can you please wait here? Who is this guy? You don't know Trivy, you don't know Kubernetes if I send. What you will do? Definitely I will send not only one document. I prepared for 5 documents for 5 different projects. Naveen, your mentor Naveen? Many Naveens are there. Oh, Naveen, definitely I will share. I thought you were a student. Definitely I will share. Okay, guys. So if you can see my instance, if you go your instance, launch instance, guys, if you go your launch instance, my user data name is, okay. and go just for the default options. Public IP is enabled or not. Okay. In the advanced details, user data step is there. Advanced details, there is a user data. If you give here any instructions, your instance automatically download all the instructions. It should be in the shebang line first. Bin bash. You can give any instructions, create directory, create file, like that you can give anything. So no need to install manually after connect your instance. Whatever instructions you are given here, it will be downloaded everything. Let's an example. This is new instance, right? This is new instance. Go to my tools configurations, not here, I had to add here. Tools configurations, yeah. So install.sh, why .sh? It's a shell script. We should definitely maintain .sh. So here, all tools I have given here. Okay, let's an example in our case. In our case, I'm just taking Git, Jenkins. Okay, you can take Jenkins also. Terraform also. Okay, Jenkins, Git, Terraform, whatever, Java. So Control C. Bin bash also just remove. I'll just copy along with the bin bash. Okay, I just copied everything here. I think it will take or not like this. Okay, there is a gap or not? Yeah, this one. Control C. Otherwise, it will not install. Carefully, you need to do it. This one, right? Better. Control C. Control. Okay, keep as is. So now this is, you can see commented one. It will not work. Okay, commented lines will not take. Launch instance. Key pair. Existing key pair. Let me use the existing key pair. Whatever. Okay, I'm in Ohio region. Okay. Okay. So my instance launching done. Okay. Here is there. Okay. Wait for some time. Connect. It's connected, right? Okay. For example, this is new instance, right? See Git already there. Did I install? No. It is installed using user data. Understand? Next Terraform. Sorry. Command is wrong. Okay, I'll just give only Terraform. Command not found. Maybe it is installing process. Understand? Maybe it is an process. It will take time, right, to install Terraform. Jenkins. Jenkins install. What happened to Terraform? So I think Terraform also will work. Okay, let me check here. Okay, after Jenkins, Terraform will start, right? Maybe it is on process. Give some time to this instance, okay? Immediately check, not install, destroyed, again create. Just give some time to that also. In your cases, it will take 5 minutes time. Make sure Terraform also install. Make sure you should not create this instance dependency for other flow. Why? If the Jenkins stage, for example, trigger this instance, next stage will trigger immediately after create instance only. But Jenkins will not understand whether installed or not these service, these configurations, right? Next stage is trigger to Terraform, for example. At that time, instance should be installed Terraform inside. If instance is still on process, Jenkins take the reference whether instance triggered or not only. Inside Terraform install or not, inside Git install or not, it will not check. Understand? So in that case, your Jenkins pipeline creation of infrastructure will not create any dependency for other activities. Infrastructure creation is a separate Jenkins job. Separate Jenkins job, and that infrastructure instance, whatever required, install the tools you can install by using user data. That's it. And next Jenkins job, you can give the configurations if required anything, you can give the first job. But here we should not create any dependencies. Is that clear? What happens if you create dependency? If you do some changes, infrastructure also refresh every time. The first stage also. Creation of infrastructure, deploy application. Deploy application, some issue is there. If you run Jenkins pipeline, what happened? It will start from the scratch. Start from the scratch. Again, creating infrastructure. Yes, sir, creating infrastructure already there, right? But Jenkins will not understand. It will start from the starting stage only. Pipeline, we are using first stage is for creating infrastructure. Second stage is to application deployment. For example, application is there an issue? You should run only application deployment. You should not run again infrastructure already created. VPC subnet EC2 is already created. Why we need to recreate again? Why we need to update again for that stage? No, you need to create changes will come in your source code, your application deployments only. Understand? If you create in the same pipeline every time, the installation process, whatever, again it is going to install, again it's going to install, again it's going to install. Dependency conflicts will come. So that's what in my project I have created 2 Jenkins pipelines. First Jenkins pipeline independent, just create infrastructure, install all the tools. That's it. Second pipeline, it will start, it will clone the repo from the GitHub and run the applications. And where exactly it clone the repo? Where exactly it clone the repo? In the same EC2 instance only, whatever you are created by using first Jenkins pipeline. In the EC2 instance, you need to install the Jenkins, already installed, right? That Jenkins you can log in. From there you start the work, clone the repo, take the code, test cases, whatever cases will come from there only. Okay, we need to understand only one thing, whether you are unable to understand or not. The next class of Jenkins we can easily understand. But in this case, you just understand we should not create any infrastructure dependency for your Jenkins pipeline. Okay, for example, I will show you one pipeline. Okay, see. Okay, see these stages, pipeline stages. Okay, so if you can see here, is there any stage? Is there Terraform infrastructure creation? No. Cleaning workspace, checking from the Git, sonar, cube quality check. But these are running in where? One AWS server only, right? On background, one VPC, one subnet, internet gateway, route tables, everything will be there. You are not creating that also, right? From here. Why? That is single, one-time job only. Changes will come where? Your GitHub. Developer push the code, changes will come, again process the changes into your deployment. You should not, if any changes will come in the code, you should not delete infrastructure and recreate or update infrastructure. Infrastructure, there is no dependency for your application changes, right? So here we cannot create any infrastructure in the same pipeline. First, we can create infrastructure by using Terraform. In that EC2 instance, you just install required all configuration. You start work from that instance only. In the Jenkins also install, right? Log in the Jenkins. Start working of your application configurations deployment. Finally, the Jenkins running on where? You created server. To run a Jenkins, we need a server. That server you created by using first Terraform. Prerequisite. If the Terraform not created that server, Jenkins is not installed, you are unable to go for the next process. That configuration also you are going to add here, stage here. What happened? Every time Jenkins will run entire pipeline, not for middle. What happened? It is not the infrastructure already created. You are unnecessarily disturb the infrastructure. Changes will come in your source code, not in infrastructure, right? Same thing. If you want to update your infrastructure, some instance type, that is not depends on your also on our cube and this one, right? If you run again, this one also will run again. Understand? Applications, what are changes, it is not depend on your infrastructure creation. We can create both independent, not add in your same project dependency. Okay. If you are work with Jenkins pipeline for Terraform creation separate, Jenkins pipeline for your main project separate. Understand? Yeah. Anyway, if you're unable to understand also, no problem. You guys are the Jenkins class. I will give the full clarity on this. So this is clear, right? Now just go for EC2 user data. So by using EC2 user data, I'm able to download. I'm able to do actions, anything from the user data. You can deploy your website also by using m install update -y, m install HTTP server installation, next cd var www.html. I mean, all the instructions you can give in the user data. It will just flow. What? See, simple thing is, whatever steps you are going to run manually, collect that steps, give in the shebang line. Okay, and slash exclamation bin bash. Under that, give all the steps. It will run one by one. That option is provided by EC2 user data. Otherwise, after creating EC2 instance, you need to install everything one by one manually. Okay. Now, if you can see, I have installed everything, right? Same this process, how you can do by using Terraform. Okay. Simple, only just one step. You need to add user data block. We can use the file function. We can use the file function. In the file function, we can give the your file name. That's it. Let's go. I will show you here. So let me delete this instance first. Clear about EC2 user data? So I think from now you will get some clarity how project we can implement. Here also we just after creating infrastructure, how to install the tools. Here we can clear. Creating infrastructure, install tools. We will clear, right? Next, how to configure the stages, what are the stages, what is build, everything will cover next process. Next build tool time, will clear. Okay, need to configure build like this way. You will get a clarity. Okay. Very difficult to get 100% clarity at this time. Okay, now Terraform will create infrastructure. Terraform will create EC2 instance. If you're creating EC2 instance by using Terraform, how I can install all the things manually? This is very difficult job. Manual installation of all the tools, definitely it is time taking process. So what I can do, I can take a EC2 user data option. I will give all the steps in EC2 user data by using a file. It will create infrastructure Terraform and it will trigger the user data. It will install all the things. Okay. So now let me exit this. Okay. CD dot ls. Okay, guys, I'm going to create today's day 9, right? Okay, day 9. mkdir. So day 9 EC2 user data. EC2 user data. CD day 9. If you feel, I think I feel like a lag, I'm unable to understand what I can do. So in that case, guys, do practice. Spend more time. Don't disappoint yourself. Everyone is same here. Okay, no one is, I think here non-ITs are more compared to IT guys. Everyone is same here. First, don't disappoint. Don't compare yourself with IT guys. I think they are completing the things early means they know first knowledge on this. It is not like that, guys. Even IT guys also, you also both are same here. Whatever knowledge they have before, maybe they know, okay, how projects will work. That's it only. They don't know how to configure EC2. You are also fresher, they are also fresher here. Creation of EC2 by using Terraform. Okay. First, try to avoid your fear. Okay, I'm non-IT. They're IT guys. First, avoid that. No difference here. No difference here. Everyone is same here. If you do hard work, definitely you will get job early compared to IT guys. All are same here. Don't compare with them. Maybe they know something. That's what they are little understand very quickly. No, you are also same. If you're unable to understand, let me know. What are you saying that? I can repeat the class. I don't have any problem. Okay. Still, you are unable to call, you unable to say your doubt here in front of others. Just call me. I will be free. Saturday, Sundays, you can call anytime. Just send a message first. Give the time, sir, when you can free. I need to talk with you 15 minutes. Okay, I will give my time. You can call at the time. Okay, you are in the early stage. That's what I'm saying that. After 3 months, if I give this, we cannot use that, right? Already done. So you are in the starting stage. Still, whatever happen is happen. Still doors open condition. Doors are open condition for you. Okay, then you can decide. Okay, so let's go to day 9. So here, let me take one EC2 file. One resource block, key name, Control C. Day 10. Where is day 10? Oh, day 9 only, na? EC2 user edit. So main.tf. DevOps engineers will work with mostly EC2 instance only. Mostly. Okay. You will work more on EC2 server and network, VPC subnets. And next S3. IAM also. But the important service is EC2 service. That's what our focus is always in EC2. After complete RDS database service, I can focus on database also same like that. Okay. So let me paste it here. So here subnet is not required. Our focus is what user data, right? So my suggestions is always guys, if you are focused on EC2 user data now, just add EC2 user data block only here. Don't add multiple dependencies. You don't know where exactly you are facing the error. Okay, I can explain in one resource block for everything. How to create subnet, how to create VPC, how to create key name, how to create user data. If I add multiple attributes in one file, your focus always not on user data, not on exactly same what we am going to explain here. If I'm getting an error, your focus will be diverted to there to that error. Subnet error are getting, why subnet error are getting. Finally, you are moved to actual content, moved away from the actual content. So that's what, if I'm talking about user data, so always your focus is on only user data. Sir, can I write variables this? Can I add subnet here? Not a job here. Your job is to add only user data or focus. Sir, can I add subnet? You can add later after working with user data. Okay. You can add one big file. How to call AMI instead of hard coding, how to call existing subnet, how to add easy to user data. You can make it one file from the all day 1 to day 10. Understand? Yeah. Okay, what is the attribute of easy to user data? Let me check. Hmm? So that's what we are. Uh, Let me close this one first. So my AMI, let me hard code it. Go to terraform.tf first. So take from here, Control C. So go here, Control V. Okay, let's go here, Control V. So instance type T2 micro. So why I'm writing like this now here? You are always focused on EC2 user data. Why is hard coded? Just leave it for that. Maybe error will come when variable. Again, you are thinking for variables. Just leave it. Just to focus on only EC2 user data here. Key name also you can hard code. So how we can implement key name also we can discuss after this user data without hard coded. Okay, key name. How to create key name also. Okay. Now you need to write a user data block. See now suggestions are coming. There is a error here now. I'm unable to get a suggestions. I just clear the error. I'm able to get the user data block now. So here we can write a file block. See automatically open brackets. In this you should give the file name. That's it only. In that case, you should ready with your file first, right? So in that case, I need to create one file inside, right? In that case, inside file, I need to add the content what you need to do, what you need to be downloaded, right? That's it. Go to the file. You can give any name. Okay, any name. Test.sh. sh should be required. .sh. Done, right? Now go to main.tf. You are going to give here test.sh. That's it. In the test.sh, what you need to add? You have to add the required tools. Clear? So you can take tools, whatever content you can see, whatever content you are running in the Linux commands manually, you can print any content here. That content will execute. That's it only. So for example, okay, I'll just copy paste better too. Again, same story you can take from here. Control C. Paste. Okay. These tools I need to install while creating instance. Instance will create and install inside instance all the configurations. Now your environment is ready. Then you can start your actual work. To work with Python, Python should be installed. To work with Terraform, Terraform should be installed. So now your EC2 is ready. Terraform also installed. Now you can start Terraform work with your that instance, right? That's it here. Go to main.tf, test.sh. Okay. Let's start to initialize this process. We'll see. You need to be careful. This tester.sh is there in the same directory. That's what no need to give any path. This test.sh is there in any other directory, C drive, D drive. You need to take the copy from there, give it here. Understand? So if you create test.th other directory, it will not take. You need to give that directory path. Understand? Path is required here. Let me try. Hmm? Yeah. Tags user data TF Terraform. Okay. Okay. Now I'll just go Terraform plan. Okay. See one. Okay. So here we need to understand one thing. The question to you. This is also your entry question. I don't know at the time. If I remember only, I can give the question. If okay, let me start this process. One instance will be created, right? My question is, in that state file, will I get information regarding Git installation, Terraform installation or not? Understand my question? State file will capture everything as we know, right? So that state file is able to give the information about installations inside user data. This is entry question. Okay. This is entry question. Hmm. We'll see. Instance created, right? Let's go to that instance. This is already done. Close this. Different region, huh? Sorry, it's a AP South one, right? I'm in Ohio region. So next topic, I'm going to show you how to create a key also. That we can clear about that. User data TF, right? So today, end of the day, I will update GitHub everything. You just go through it. But better, you just not depends on my GitHub. If you copy paste, that is already working good, right? Okay, I'll do one thing, guys. I will update everything, but I will create some mistakes in that. Everything, day 1 to day 10. You can rectify that issues. That's it. Better, I will follow that from today onwards. Then only you can learn the Terraform. See, Terraform, we need to plan apply. Everyone can understand. If I give everything, you just even copy and run, sir. I had done today's lab. What I can understand from you. That's what. Yesterday, supposed to push that activities, but I thought, okay, we'll wait for one day. We'll see how many of you completed or not. Anyway, good response I got. Better. The practice is better, guys. Self-learning always better. Git is installed, right? So no need to check everything. So this is a process how we can install by using Terraform. Just only one block, EC2 user data. Without explain EC2 user data manual process, if I show directly Terraform, are you able to understand? In that case, Terraform, when you can understand 100%, you should have a knowledge and manual process. This is prerequisite. Okay. Yeah. Now let's go to our beautiful state file. Where is our state? This one, right? Let's go. Okay. So control F git. Not found, right? User data. Yes. Instance information is there, right? So state file track infrastructure APIs only, not inside. How Terraform will log in your EC2 instance and check git install or not? Logic or not? You know the password, you can connect and go inside, you can check. How Terraform will do that? It's not a robo, right? To go git install or not. First, how it will be login Terraform? Understand what I'm trying to say? So that's what Terraform is a tool to create infrastructure only. But this case, yes, we can configure some things to know that whether it's installed or not. Better to, okay, we can see that things also. But in the Terraform point of view, we are using infrastructure or any installations only. We'll not take back the response from there. To take the back the response, if you want to know the response from there, it will not sufficient. It will not good tool. Terraform is not a good tool to deploy applications, take the response from the applications. Terraform is a wonderful tool to create infrastructure only. Okay. If you ask me to one question, sir, can I deploy application also by using Terraform? Yes, you can do it, but not a sufficient way. Not a sufficient way. We will not get the response from the Terraform, the status of your application. Terraform APIs are designed to get the information for you only for infrastructure. Okay, Terraform is only for infrastructure tool. If you want to create an infrastructure, if you want to install, okay, for that, okay, but not for like Kubernetes. I mean, if you want to deploy any application into EC2 instance, that is not a good tool. Creation of instance, till creation of instance, okay, this is super tool, but not to deploy your application. State file will not capture your application information. In that case, you don't know whether it is installed or not. I mean, not installed. You don't know whether it is deployed or not. Clear? Okay, chalo. And any questions meanwhile? MKDIR. Day 9. Now this time we'll focus on key pair. Okay, key pair. So you need to understand. Now in that case, if you want to run any file in an infrastructure by using user data, we can do it, right? That's it. Main.tf. So this time my focus is on key pair. So I'm just removing my user data. Okay. So our full focus on key name now. So actually we are using existing key name, right? Instead of using existing key name, how we can how can I apply the dynamic process on this? So till now AMI is hard coded. There is a solution for AMI hard coded. What is the solution? What is the solution for AMI instead of hard coding? What we use? Data source. We use a data source to call the AMI details, right? And what is the solution for instance type? We can write a variable. The instance types are fixed. It will not change like a key name, right? Key names, your wish, you can give any name, but instance type, you should use the existing one only. It will not change. So there is no problem to T2 micro, we can publish. So in that case, we can write a variable. You can call the variable here. Okay. What about key name? If you want to create a new key name, you can create from here. Or if you want to use existing key name, you can write a data source block. By using data source block, you can call the key name by using the tags filter. You can give it. That is also option one. If you want to use existing key, but just hard code it, that is the option. No, I can create my own key. That is also your option. How to create my own key? Now focus. Existing key already we can hard code, or you can call data source. You can use the variabilize. Three options we already done, right? The fourth, the final option is how to create a key name. Use the same key name for my resource block. Okay. Let's come. Creation of key pair means definitely we need to write a resource block, right? Creation. Definitely you need to write a resource block. Resource block. AWS -key. Is there any key? Key pair? I too don't know. Let's go and check Terraform registry. Okay, AWS key pair only. Okay. AWS import. Okay, they're importing this. Creation of resource. AWS key pair, guys. This is also not recommended. They have hard coded enter key. Okay. They recommended. Okay, what we can do? We can hard code it your key name, or you can give the file, the where exactly path is there in your key. Okay, let's go there. AWS key pair. Now you tell me, guys, yes, you can create a key name. In manual process, how the key will be created? How the key will be created in the manual process? Data. Launch instance time, yes. It will ask download the key, right? You can download the key. How many keys are there in that? One is public, one is private. Okay. Public key, where it is going to download? AWS EC2. Private in your laptop. Then in that case, how I can define this instance is going to create, right? This instance should download public key. Then only this instance I can connect from my local laptop. Otherwise, instance will be created, but it is not work to connect. The reason inside EC2 instance, there is no public keys installed. Manual process, if you click, automatically public keys install into that. AWS EC2, how to verify? And which directory? In AWS instance, that is access key secret key dot AWS. This is not access key secret key. This is not IAM keys. This is EC2 keys. Is there any key pair directory in EC2? And then where? Where I can check public key in your EC2 instance? Is there any key pair? Yes. .ssh. In the .ss, there is a authorized keys. Cat authorized keys, we can see the public key. Is that clear? So then in that case, I need to deploy my public key into your EC2 instance. Otherwise, your EC2 instance will not be created, right? Yes, you are creating a key pair. You are creating a key pair. But where is the value for the key pair? Understand? Where is the key for the key pair? Yeah, this is a block of creation of resource. I mean, creation of key name only. But you should give the key pair. Where is your key, right? We should give the path of the key. This is my key. You can create a key with this key. Understand? And the same key, I should tag here, use that key only. I mean, instance will deploy the public key. Understand? Okay, I will show you here. Hmm. Okay, in local, where exactly key is located? Meanwhile, you can think. In local, where exactly key is located? That is while creating instance time. If you generate a keys, where exactly created? What is this case? Where exactly located? If you see, guys, you need to understand one thing very clearly. First of all, you need to create a key. Creation key means what? You need to give which key you need to create, public or private, right? That public key you need to say download to EC2 instance. Private key along with you. I mean, in this case, to do this task, first you need to generate keys. This is fresh EC2 instance, right? You need to generate a keys, private key already with you, public key, you need to install EC2 instance. Understand? In my case, if I generated SSH hyphen keygen, two keys will be generated, right? One is public, one is private. Now, which key you need to give your EC2 instance? Public. Private with you, right? So do I need to give any private key to create EC2 instance? No. So our task is to give the public key only. Understand? Clear till here? So I need to give here, what is the key name? Key name. Key name is key name. Okay. Key name. What is your key name? You should give your key name. I'm going to give my key name is, just give, name is I'm giving public. Better. And then you need to give here path of your public key file. Path of your public file means where the path exactly located. If you generated SSH hyphen keygen, where exactly public key is generated? Dot SSH IDRSA pub, right? Yes, give like this. Understand? Which function I'm using here? File function. What is the file function use? If you want to give any file, give any path to your key, to your user data, we are using file function. I'm using file function, but I'm using home inside my C home path dot SSH is there. Take the public key only. Understand? If it is a private key, you need to delete this one. Private key will take. So you are saying that, sorry, you are saying that you are creating key name. Creating key name, you are providing which key it is? Public key. Understand? You are creating a public key indirectly inside your AWS console. That key you are allocating to your EC2 instance. Creating key is public or private? Public key. Why? I'm giving public path of the key, not private. If you can give private, you are creating private key. Understand? Okay. Let's come now. Now I need to use this public key file for my EC2 instance creation time. It should not hard code it. Okay. Now how to call this one? Here key name how to call? How to call here? AWS. Very good. AWS key pair. Control C. dot, next dot what? It is not ID, it's a key name. So take this key name. Clear now? I mean, instance will look for this resource, this key. Now this key will be loaded into your EC2 instance. Understand? This key will be loaded into your EC2 instance. What is that key? You are creating key. What is the name of the key? Name is public key. Where is the path of my key? This is your public key path. Now instance will create along with the public key now, right? How you can communicate? You have a private key, right? Already same set of keys. While you generating SSH-key gen, you have a private key. Public key is uploading to creating EC2 instance. So you are able to connect. Clear? Okay, let's run this. Not user data. Key. So I'm in EC2. Yes, Terraform. Terraform plan. How many resources it will show in the plan? Huh? 2. One is for key, one is for EC2 instance. Terraform apply. So it is creating first key pair, then instance. For example, first it is creating instance. It will work. Without key pair, it will not work. If you want to create, after creating instance only key pair should be created. For example, what you can do? Just this is not a correct process. I'm saying that. By default, first creating key name, then instance. First, I want to create EC2 instance, then key name. What you need to do? Dependency block we can write. Dependency block write in where? Here or here? Key pair, right? After instance only key pair should be elements. We should write a dependency block here. Perfect. Then we can go to check the AWS. So first in Mumbai region, refresh. Key.tf is created. Click on that. My key is allocated public key. Okay. And then go to key pairs. Created public key. This public key value will be there, right? What is the value? Key. The key where you are giving the path. Now, if you want to connect, you can connect directly, right? The respective private key with you, right? So for example, if you connect through Mobexterm, what you can do? Take this instance. So public IP, go to Mobexterm, SSH, copy here, advanced SSH settings, use private key. What I need to do now? I should go to C drive and name users and dot SSH. Where is that? Yeah. And I should give which path? IDRSA. This is public one. See file. This is IDRSA public. Both are IDRSA. How to identify? See, it's a public file. This is private file. Which I need to give? This one. Open EC2. See, accept. I'm able to connect, right? Key is there means you are able to inside. Connecting. Private key with you, public key already uploaded. This is the process. better we can stop here. Okay. So any questions, guys? Online team. Thanks for your time, even weekends. Okay. So yeah. Ishwar Aruna, thank you. So here we need to understand. Even you need to understand. Yeah, thank you, Nirmala. So here you can cover everything in single configuration file, user data, key, AMI. That is not a good practice. You need to understand like a independent so that your focus always on the specific subject only. Okay. So you should complete till day 9. So there are important topics are 2-3 days pending is there. The one is the advanced things. Now, advanced things, we are going to enter into the advanced things. So we are hard code security groups, for example, guys. If you want to add more 4 or 5 rules, you need to write a 4 blocks: ingress 1, ingress 2, ingress 3. Instead of writing how you can minimize the code, we can use the for each techniques, count techniques. Those are little advanced things. Okay, we'll focus on that. That is very important one. So in your official project also, we are using same techniques only. I mean, we are using this dependency block, data source block, module. These are common. But additionally, to create a multiple resource security groups, 4 instances I should create. No need to write a 4 resource blocks. You can write a count function. Give the 4 number. It will create a 4 instances. Like that, we can do it. Okay, meanwhile, guys, use this 2 days time. Complete till now. So I'm going to share a paper to you. I mean, only for this batch, separately, I'm going to conduct a test. Okay, rest all the batches completed Terraform test series. They have given already sheets also. But in your point of view, only the batch is pending. The reason is Terraform not yet completed at the time. Don't expect same paper will come. Okay, it will definitely changes will be there. This is for your goodness. Don't do any copy paste. Prove yourself. I'm not going to give anything for you. If you can give 40 to 40 marks also, this is for your clarity. If I say something is something you will get, definitely other people can take the help of ChatGPT and Google. Will get some gift and all right. If no gift means why you need to hurry, very definitely you can see. I will try like that, everything from the scratch. So that don't do that. This is for your career goodness only. Honestly, even 1 mark, 2 marks also, I'm not going to blame you. I'm not going to question you. You just do hard work. That's it only. Okay. I'm not going to reveal, till now I have conducted 4 test series. I'm not revealed your key to anyone, right? That is not good. Maybe many people can think, I don't know much. If I get only three or four only marks, maybe SAR will declare better to stop to write. You think like that. That's what I'm not going to declare any. So I share the key only. You need to verify where you are. That's it only. Git yet to receive some answer sheets. That's what key is pending. I will share the Git key Monday or Tuesday. Okay. Whoever need to complete, please complete Git also. After Terraform, we'll start Jenkins with Terraform. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye. Happy weekend to all.